Most people know grants are real. But here's the truth: knowing they exist doesn't pay your bills. What changes your life is sitting down, opening the right form, filling it out, and submitting it before the money runs out. That's why today is Strategy Sunday. I'm not just going to tell you which programs exist. I'm going to show you how to actually apply, step by step, so that you don't feel lost in the process. I'm Amani, your career coach. I'm here to help you rise above the noise, stand out above the rest, build the skills that matter in this new AI era, and land your dream job. On this channel, you'll get real tips, interview prep strategies, and a few hacks I've picked up that can make a huge difference. Basically, I'm here to walk with you through the process so you don't have to figure it out alone. Before we dive deeper, take a second to like this video so more job seekers can find it. It's time to dive in. If you've been following this week, you know we've been stacking resources so job seekers and families can break out of survival mode. On Monday, we broke down a wealthy mindset, why you can't grow if you're always in panic mode. On Tuesday, I showed you job seeker grants and stipends, ways to pay your bills while you reskill. On Wednesday, we unlocked tuition-free pathways from Harvard, MIT, Tufts, and more. If you've been following this week, you know we've been stacking resources so job seekers and families can break out of survival mode. On Thursday, we explored housing and utility programs that can stack up to $100,000. On Friday, I featured the actual websites, federal, local, and rural, so you could see where the money lives. But today is different because this is the part where most people stop. They hear about resources, they nod, maybe they even bookmark a page. But when it's time to sit down with documents, deadlines, and applications, they freeze and fail to execute. So I'm going to walk with you through this, one step at a time. Think of it like I'm sitting right beside you at the kitchen table, pen in hand, folder on the desk. No fluff, no fury. Just execution. Step 1. Get your 1-hour application kit ready. Here's the first truth: 80% of the work is in preparation. Most applications ask for the same basic documents. Here's your kit: 2 years of tax returns, last 30 to 60 days of pay stubs or proof of income if you're self-employed, 2 months of bank statements, a valid photo ID and proof of residence, driver's license, state ID, or lease agreement. Utility bills in your name if needed, and one short personal statement, a single page that explains who you are, your current situation, and your financial goals. If you're worried it's not formatted correctly, log into ChatGPT, paste what you've written, and ask it to restate or restructure it for you. I call this the 1-hour kit because if you gather it once, it saves you hours later. Put it all in 2 places: a physical folder on your desk and a digital folder on your computer. Label it Housing plus Grant Applications 2025. Now here's the mindset shift. The poor mindset says, I'll wait until they ask for it. The wealthy mindset says, I'll prepare now so I'm first in line. That's the difference between missing out and cashing in. Step 1. Know where to apply. This is where most people spin their wheels. Let's break it down cleanly. Federal. Start with usa.gov/grant. It's not going to hand you a check, but it will show you which agencies manage which dollars. Think of it as your federal map. Local use ChatGPT to get a targeted list. Here's a prompt you can copy. List all housing, land, or down payment assistance grants available in your city and county, including eligibility, maximum amounts, and current status. That's it. One line can pull opportunities you might never find on the first page of Google. State. Go to your state's housing finance agency. Every state has one. Their job is to funnel federal and state dollars down to local lenders and families. FHLB, the Federal Home Loan Bank. Remember, you can't apply directly. You have to go through a member bank or credit union. That's why you pick up the phone. USDA. If you live outside the city, visit rdusba.gov. That's where rural development dollars live. Repairs, energy upgrades, sometimes even land purchases. Utilities. Don't forget your power, water, or gas company. They often run energy efficiency rebate programs that cut your monthly bills. Stack those with housing support, and you create real breathing room. That's the map. Step 3. What to say on the phone. Now, here's the part nobody tells you. Grants aren't just forms, they're conversations. They give you permission to talk to people who know how good you are. I'm exploring housing or down payment assistance in your city county. I'd like to know which programs are currently active, what their maximums are, and when the next application window opens. Also, do you participate in federal home loan bank programs? If yes, can these programs be stacked with local or state grants? That's it. You don't need to sound like an expert. You need to ask clear, simple questions and write everything down. The wealthy mindset takes notes. The poor mindset hangs up and hopes to remember. Step 4. Stacking. The real secret. This is the part that changes the game. Most people stop at one grant, but a wealthy mindset asks, what else can I stack? Example, city down payment program, county property tax relief, state housing finance agency support, federal home loan bank contribution, USDA rural grant, utility rebate. Stack those, and suddenly a $20,000 grant turns into $80,000 or even $100,000 in total relief. That's not an exaggeration. Families in Charlotte and Durham have done exactly this. Step 5. Paperwork without panic. This is where people freeze. The forms. So let's break it down. Application basics: your name, address, income, and household size. Attachments: upload or print your 1-hour kit. Timelines: some programs run until money is gone. Others open once or twice a year. Pro tip: always submit early. Don't wait until the second week of the cycle. By then, funds are often depleted. Think of it like concert tickets. If you wait until the day of, it's sold out. Step 6. Pitfalls and fixes. Let's talk about the mistakes most people make. Waiting until funds are almost gone. Misreading income limits. Forgetting to ask if programs stack. Ignoring credit reports. Perfectionism. Waiting until everything feels ready. And here's how to fix them. Apply early. Confirm whether limits are household or individual. Ask lenders directly about stacking. Pull your credit now and clean up errors. Submit even if it's not perfect. You can update documents if asked. Step 7. Tie it back to your career. Now, why am I a career coach, spending so much time on housing grants? Because stability creates space and clarity. When your rent or mortgage stress is taken care of, you suddenly have time to learn new skills. AI assisted research, prompt engineering, analytics, and portfolio projects, those all take focus. Housing stability frees that focus. That's why this isn't just about housing. It's about creating a foundation for your career in the AI era. Real life stories, Charlotte couple, stacked city, county, and FHLB programs, walked away with nearly $100,000 in combined support. Their monthly mortgage ended up lower than their old rent. Durham homeowner used repair and rehab grants to stabilize a home, lowered utilities, freed up budget, and finally had the bandwidth to enroll in an online AI course. A rural family combined a USDA grant with a small local housing trust, freed enough monthly cash flow to upgrade their internet and dedicate nights to AI-driven resume and interview prep. 7-day strategy action plan. Day 1, build your application kit. Day 2, call 2 FHLB lenders. Day 3, use ChatGPT to list every grant in your city and county. Day 4, check your utility providers and identify 3 rebates. Day 5, map your stack. City, county, state, FHLB, and utility. Day 6, submit 1 application, even if small. Day 7, celebrate progress and share it with a friend. Strategy Sunday isn't about theory, it's about execution. It's about turning bookmarked websites into submitted applications. So here's my challenge. Block off 2 hours this weekend. Gather your documents. Make the phone call. Submit the form. Because this isn't just about free money. It's about freedom. Freedom to focus on your career, your growth, your future. If this resonates, hit like so more people can see it. Subscribe with notifications because tomorrow, Momentum Monday, we're going to show you how you can get ahead of what's hitting the AI era in 18 months. And if you know someone stuck in survival mode, share this with them. That nudge could change their life. This is Strategy Sunday. And remember this, the strategy only matters if you take the dive and come back up with treasure. If you qualify, go apply.